What's good? It's Jordan. Today, I'll be talking to you about the importance of choosing the right path. See, in this journey, we have to understand that choosing the right path is important. We have to understand that choosing the right path is important. Why? Because within society, many times people are going to tell you to do what is convenient, what is beneficial, do the things that other people are doing. Be a doctor, be a lawyer, be a financial advisor, all of these things that are at the top of the hierarchy amongst society. We have to understand that it is important that we know that we have our own lives. It's important that we know that we have our own passions and pursuits. And of course, there's also other occupations amongst society, especially even in politics, that people will tell you to be a part of and be in. But that's a larger scale and a larger spectrum within itself. But just doing what someone else tells you to do instead of factoring what you want to do within your own life isn't going to be beneficial, especially when you know for a fact that you're a different individual and you know for a fact that you're not a person that is trying to fit in with other people or fit in with society as a whole. Many times people will tell you things because they don't even know themselves what they want to do or what they care for, what's important to them. They'll tell you all these various different things to do, to become. And at the end of the day, you have to understand what you want to become or what you want to do. It's easier said than done because, as a whole, some people never understand what they want to do or what they care for. And it's something that you have to seek within yourself and take the time to seek and understand that when you're in society and in this world as a whole, it's best that we understand early what we want to do and what we care about and what's important to us. Sometimes what someone else cares about doesn't mean that you have to care about that thing. Many times we value things that other people value, and we don't understand what we're supposed to value within our own selves. Everyone values different things. Some people value monetary gains, some people value the spiritual aspect of things, physical aspect of things. And we have to understand what we value within this life, even the mental aspect of things, so to speak. But as a whole, we have to understand that our passion, our mission, our purpose has to be something that we love and care for and cherish. Because if we don't love and care for it and cherish it, then we're not going to be able to do that long term. Many times amongst society, you saw many various people get into career paths, jobs that they don't really like, obviously, sometimes to really just pay bills and really to make their family and their parents proud or their friends proud and to make them feel at home, so to speak. But really and truly, we have to ask ourselves this question. If we're not doing what we love and what we care about, and we're doing things to please other people, how long does that take before we crash and burn? Because there's many people amongst society that do things for other people, and the only result that happens within that is they end up crashing and burning. And I'm not saying this to be a negative naysayer, so to speak, but I really firmly, truly believe that when you do what you love and what you care about, you'll never feel like you're in a negative mind frame. You'll never feel like you're stressed out. You'll never feel like you're less of the individual that you want to become. But when you do things that you don't care about and you do things to please others, especially in society, and you do things to keep up with the Joneses, you will definitely crash out and crash and burn and definitely be stressed, so to speak. It's best that we be real with ourselves early because if we constantly live life trying to please others, trying to keep up with the Joneses, it will not be good. At first, it may feel like you can handle it, you can get through it, you can do it. But trust me when I say this, over years span of constantly doing that, it is draining and taxing. Many people have lost their lives to this, trying to gain validation, trying to please other people, trying to be something they're not, to seek and gain approval of others. You cannot fake the funk. People see through it. We cannot live a life that is not conducive to our growth. We have to understand the importance of our lives and being real with ourselves. The first step to freeing yourself is being real with yourself. That is where freedom comes into play, when we're being real with ourselves. If we're not being real with ourselves, then we will never be free. And we cannot be locked down by the shackles of society and the chains of society, because society will tell you to do this and do that and do that and do this. And at the end of the day, when you do all these things and you're placed in a mind frame where you're not able to handle it, it's only you to blame, not anybody else but yourself. Why? Because you are engulfed by society and what society says for you to do. The American dream, so to speak. And many people get caught up into this illusion because, for the most part, they follow others. They may look at media platforms or publications and believe wholeheartedly that they can live this type of life until they realize that they cannot live this type of life. But what we have to understand is, in reality, we have to understand what life we want to live. And we cannot follow behind other people. We cannot follow behind the things of this world. Be real with yourself. Make decisions for yourself. Do not let other people make decisions for you. Because when you start to make other people make decisions for you, then you're not living to your true, authentic self. And many people do not live to their true, authentic self. They may try to mask it with luxuries, monetary gains, and value. But really and truly, if you look inside of them, they are empty. So it's best that we understand what we want for our lives today. And sometimes what we want for our lives in the past may just be something of the past, and we may want something different in the present or the future. And understand that you're human, we're all human, and we have the ability to make changes constantly. Change is not bad. Understand that change is a good thing. But when we constantly live a fake life, a facade, so to speak, but when we constantly live a life that is inauthentic, so to speak, then we'll never understand the trueness of understanding self and the trueness of being the individual that we're actually supposed to become. So understand that your life is important, and understand that in everything that you do, be authentic. Sometimes we may not understand what we want in that moment, but as we grow, as we start to do research, as we start to understand ourselves, as we start to put God first, then we start to understand what we want out of this life. And we have to also understand that your life is going to be different from somebody else's life. So don't try to live the same life that somebody else has, thinking that you can. Understand that your life and you've been placed here for a reason, for a purpose. Others may do whatever they want to do. Do not focus on them, but focus on you. When we start to focus on other people, then we start to change the course and direction of our lives. Focus on yourself, focus on your growth, focus on what you want out of this life. When you do that, then you start to understand the importance of your life. Remove those from your life who do not provide value, who do not provide positivity, who are not genuine. And you'll see the change within your life. So today, I wanted to read you this scripture, and I hope that this scripture can help you in your own personal life today. Jeremiah 17:7-8. But blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not fear when he comes, its leaves are always green. It has no worries in a year of drought. It never fails to bear fruit. So today, I want to thank you for watching.